So hi everyone, Michael Faust here. Welcome, blockchain sports family. I call you family because many have got to know, and together we all achieve more, and we all want the best outcome for our family. So all my brothers and sisters from other mothers and brothers and other mothers and fathers, welcome. So today I'm going to do a debrief of the official Limitless Zoom that was held last night by the founders, and hopefully make some sense of it all for anything that was not clearly understood. So enjoy, and I look forward to helping you understand it all. So you should be able to see my screen. Okay. So I'm going to fast track through some things because the recording of last night's Zoom has just gone up on the official Limitless YouTube channel. So I'm going to just quickly go through some things and highlight some things that probably were a little bit unclear to me and to others. But it's all about the fact that we have 50 days, 50 days, until the blockchain sports project is no longer available in terms of the founders phase. No more founders packs, no more Motorsport XR, no more Robinhood, no more packs, no more opportunity to increase the potential outcome for you. So you got 50 days to decide. And we're having a big push on this last less than 2 months to really help position blockchain sports to be the #1 project in the Web3 blockchain space launched in 2024. And what was shared last night definitely shows that that's the case. So let's talk about some of those things. We've got a record-breaking testnet. When you're launching a blockchain, and the blockchain is simply the technology backbone, as I've explained, that underpins this. If you watched my presentation yesterday or the day before, you would have seen that I talked about how app technology underpins Uber, Airbnb's success. You can't make a booking without app technology. Well, you can't have a blockchain sports ecosystem without blockchain technology. And there's a testing phase, and then there's the live phase. So basically we're in a testing phase which began on June 3, just a couple of weeks ago. And it's been regarded as one of, if not the most successful testnet launches in the history of the blockchain industry. So you can be proud that you are a part of that, even if you weren't aware of that. We've got top tier partnerships with other blockchains, other blockchain groups of communities and projects, etc. So the actual cream of the crop of the blockchain space is interacting with us. We've got multi-billion-dollar commitments in MOU, memorandums of understanding. In other words, based on everything being launched, there is already contracts signed for institutional investors who are knocking at the doors. I don't know whether you're aware, but Limitless has an exclusive contract with blockchain sports for this founders phase where no other funding can come in until August 17. So think about that. You're in a privileged position to basically take advantage of the opportunity, because there are big players knocking on the door waiting to throw money at this, but they have to wait until you've had the opportunity to maximize your involvement. We've got over 1,000 Web3 influencer contracts. In other words, people who generally are out there in the marketplace that help bring the awareness of top tier projects to their databases, which can be thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people. Over 1,000 contracts signed to bring the awareness to the marketplace. Partnership with Telegram. Telegram's one of the most used messaging app systems out there. And there's a special arrangement. I don't know the intricate details of that, but Telegram is a messaging system for running groups and channels that's probably used more than any other platform online. We've got mass media launch prepared for September 1. We've got this esports tournament in Saudi Arabia, and blockchain sports already has 100 appointments where we've got investors in technology meeting with developers of technology in an esports global tournament. So that's going to bring a lot of investment and awareness. And Blockchain Sports has been invited to a private Olympic opening event in Paris as well, where some of the, the very elite people in the Olympic environment, and this is very high noteworthy people, we're going to get exposure to them as well. Basically, what we've done with Blockchain Sports has been unrivaled in terms of what's been created, and you're a part of that. Limitless community has raised over $100 million for this project, and basically there's billions of dollars waiting to come in. There's actually bidding wars between big investment groups. You've got actually sovereign wealth funds of countries and big institutional funds all knocking on the door, waiting for the opportunity to be a part of this. And the best part of this is that this all drives to one thing. It's going to bring a lot of volume of business into the Athleta blockchain and increase the value of the Atla token, which you should be trying to get as much of as you possibly can. So we've got an opportunity to really seize the opportunity from what's going on here and do everything we can, because remember, half of all the royalties from the real world projects, as far as the academies, the player marketplace, the clubs, the health sciences, the XR and VR and AI technology, the sponsorship deals, the media deals, half of all that comes back to the community, and also all the digital rewards as well. And of course, all of this creates more fees being generated on the blockchain, and it ultimately drives up the price of the token because there's more demand for it. So in this closing period, you've got a chance to play your part in the success. You might think, oh, you're only one person. What's my one pack or my two packs really going to do? But if everyone thinks like that, we're not going to reach the objectives that are being set out. But if you think that whatever you can do in tandem with everyone that you're interacting with can actually help drive this to the end destination where everybody wins. That's why I say I open these Zooms up to everybody in the community. And a lot of people say to me, Michael, why do you do that? You've got actually no referral URLs on your video and you let everyone participate. Because my approach is I want to see everybody win, because together, if we all win and the right information is going out there, everybody benefits, including me. I mean, it's for business reasons as well. I want to make money. I want to create my best life, but I want to help you do the same. So Blockchain Sports is working around the clock. They're doing their part, and we're going to do our part with an objective to raise $90 million in this last 50 days. In fact, this plan started on June 22, about 5 days ago, when the legend ranked Blockchain Sports members in Limitless had a private meeting with the founders to share some of the information we're sharing tonight. So the goal is to reach $90 million in founders packs. The Blockchain Sports team says if we can do that, that's going to really help us achieve all our objectives. And we want to achieve that goal before August 16th. Every member, every builder of the community can win. And as Jeremy said, we can make excuses or we can make history. We can't make both. So Blockchain Sports gave us this 6-month opportunity for Limitless to capitalize on. Knocked back institutional investors to give you the chance to get your piece of the action first, to give us access to the 50% of the revenue that others won't get access to. They've been very generous for us. And some people don't really appreciate that, but I know that you probably do. So we're going to play our part now. And what I want to show you is what's happening out there. The testnet, how well a testing phase goes for a blockchain really indicates, is there real interest in the broader community in this project? Anybody can fake up some numbers, but the thing about the blockchain is it's full transparency. You can go online and see what's happening, and nobody can hide. They can't actually fudge the numbers. It's all visible. And how well your testnet phase does is a strong indicator of the potential price growth of the token and the success of your blockchain. So here's some examples of other testnet projects. Near Protocol, launched 2019, had 508,000 transactions in the first month. Listed at $1, all-time high, $19. That's a 19x. Market cap, 5.7 billion. Ton blockchain, not Tron, Ton. Launched April 2019, 30,000 transactions in the first month, 50-cent listing, did a 16 times to all-time high, nearly 5 billion. Binance Smart Chain, regarded as one of the most successful out there, had 201,000 transactions. They had a bit of an advantage because they had all the exchange customers already there before they launched their blockchain, but still holds the record, 136 times gain from listing price to all-time high, worth $86 billion. Polkadot, Avalanche, again, 230,000, 1,200 transactions, 17 and 42 multipliers. But look at Ledger, our blockchain. Remember, June 3, we're talking about just over 3 weeks ago, 1.149 million transactions. We've dwarfed Binance Smart Chain, who already had a huge customer base on their exchange they could tap into, already had a great, as far as awareness in the marketplace. So we can't tell you what the all-time high is going to be. We can't tell you what the multiplier is going to be or the market cap. But I think you can put your thinking cap on and see that basically there's potential here for some substantial growth. This is some of the stats that were shown last night. Things like 118,000 wallets or actually accounts have been created on the blockchain. Over 136,000 unique wallet addresses. There's over 911 smart contracts launched on this blockchain. Over 383 new tokens have been created using our blockchain. Because remember, our blockchain is a layer 1. So you can create smart contracts on it. You can launch new tokens. There's all sorts of things you can do. It's going to bring a lot of business. And already just in the test side of it, it's attracting all this volume. So the current results, total transactions over 2 million since June 3, 146,000 wallets connected, 125,000 active wallets with at least one transaction in the last 24 hours. Substantial numbers. So the goal before it goes live on September 1, so the end of August is the end of testnet, and September 1 is the intended go live for the live blockchain. So the goal is to get to 10 million total blockchain transactions, 2 million connected wallets, and over 1 million wallets with at least one transaction in the previous 24 hours. So they've got an ambassador program to attract, 1,000 or more tier 2 and 3. These are not the most influential influencers, but certainly people have got good sized databases. Contracts with influencers tier 1 who've got millions of followers following them. So we've got the tier 1, 2, and 3. We've got a grant program to help up and coming actual developers launch their tokens and their blockchain projects using our blockchain, and major partnerships with leaders in the Web3 community. So the next 2 months, we've got a promo that's based around an objective, which is called Project 90 Million, to raise 90 million in the community before August 16. This is new volume from June 1 until August 16th. That's the goal. So owning the Athleta founder nodes gives you the first mover advantage of minting the initial supply. So for the first 18 months, the only nodes, the only way that Atla tokens get actually distributed into the marketplace is through our founders' nodes. Nobody else, no one in the general public can get access to these nodes. They can't mint tokens, only we are. So another way to look at this of the exclusivity and the special privilege that we have as founders. And basically, Also, we get all these digital rewards that also come through the nodes as well, that the nodes are validating and performing. So unlike any other blockchain project, every Founders Pack NFT includes royalties in the real world sports and technology projects. So most projects in blockchain space are just that. They're just blockchain digital projects. And sometimes it's really hard to see if is there real intrinsic value. But we have real world, I said, player marketplace, the academies, sports. You heard me say it a few times now. There is almost, if hardly any, major blockchain projects that have both real world and also digital world, blockchain world combined together. So the Atlas coins, how do you get your piece of it? Well, one of the things is look to earn champion and legend shares. And this is basically by sharing this project with others, and based on the volume of personal founders packs and other pack sales that you create. And as your actual community grows, your total community volume increases. You can hit different objectives and get more shares. And there's over 100 million Atlas tokens that have been allocated for champion shareholders and 1 million Atlas tokens shared amongst legend shareholders. Now, as Jeremy shared, initially, these were meant to only come to the Limitless community if we sold every founders pack. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that we're not going to do that. We're not going to actually meet that objective of selling every pack. And yet they're still honoring that. So that shows the heart of blockchain sports, but we have to do our part. We have to sort of show them that, we respect the fact we've got this privilege, and let's do our part to get the biggest part of it. So the champion pool estimated, this is just estimations, okay, for demonstration purposes. Estimated number of shares in the champion pool around 3,000. This was back a little while ago. So maybe by the end of August, let's be really ambitious and say 20,000. So with 1 million divided by 20,000, it's 5,000 Atlas tokens per share. Okay. 5,000 at a $5.50 token. Let's project 4, because remember, these tokens are locked up for a period of time. So you won't get access to all of them until a certain period down the track. But that's not bad for each share, potentially, and I always say potentially, even if the 50 cent listing price, if that's all it did, if it didn't go any more than 50 cents, you still have $2,750 worth of Atlas tokens for just reaching an outcome. But in the legend pool, where it's $1 million plus of team volume, let's say there's 1,000 shares. There's actually a lot less than 1,000 shares there, but let's be generous. Let's say there's 2,500 end of August. 1 million divided by 2,500 is 40,000 Atlas tokens. At $5.50, that's $220,000 of value. Now, again, these actual numbers may vary dramatically. They could be dramatically less, and they could be dramatically more. These are just for illustration purposes. No guarantees are made. But I just wanted to get your head around what's on offer here. This is not about how much money you have. This has nothing to do with what you can afford. Too many people are fixated on, I don't have the money to get these big packs. I don't have the money to get the same advantage of those people with more money than me. Stop thinking like that and start recognizing this has nothing to do with the size of your bank account, the size of your crypto wallet, the size of how much you earn from your job or your business. Don't think small. This is about what you do if you get off your backside and do something between now and August 16th. And whatever you do can get you to a stage where you're getting these for free, just based on some sweat equity and opening your mouth and helping people make an informed decision, not convincing anybody, not trying to sell anybody, just educating people and finding the people who see the value in this opportunity. And of course, all the different founders packs, I've been to this many, many times. You've got all these different benefits. I want to clarify one thing. On the right-hand side, you see this rebate pool. This is basically where you can qualify with $1,000 worth of personal referral volume before the end of the project. You can get back all of your money. How does it work? Well, they take 25% of the sale of every pack, 25%, every founders pack, every Robinhood pack, every IRL pack, not the motorsport, okay, but basically every other pack, and they put it in a trading fund. And those funds are already going into trade now. It's already happening right now. It's been happening for the last few months. Every time packs are sold, I was talking to Elliot about this a couple of hours ago. It's already happening. This is already in progress. And when the total profit is sufficient to rebate back everyone who's qualified, and remember, not everyone's going to qualify. It's mathematically impossible for every single person to qualify for the rebate pool. Not everyone, the person who joins in the last 5 minutes is not going to be able to have $1,000 worth of referral volume. And reality is a lot of people are just passive. So that's going to be an achievable goal. How long will it take? Could take 1 year, could take 18 months, could take 24 months. It depends on the trading performance. But the bottom line is you're going to get back what you put in if you do a little bit of work. Don't forget, we've got a price increase. So basically the price has been discounted on all the packs, and everyone's going to pay a 10% premium from July 1 onwards. We've got the IRL Accelerator pack, which is giving you access to Inner Athlete. Normally that's the $32,500 pack, and basically the XR pack as well, normally 65,000. So you're getting a fractional part of that. So if you don't have the big money, again, you can either have this, pay for this IRL pack out of your own money, or get busy earning some actual referral commissions and pay for it that way. Robinhood packs is all about, again, a smaller fractional ownership of the XR and Inner Athlete. So you've got the smaller little bit or the bigger fractional ownership, or the full packs, you decide. And then we've got the Motorsport XR packs, which were released at the Tokyo event that I was in and attending early in June. And you get the nodes, and we've been through this, so I'm not going to go into detail about that because I've got some great videos already recorded that explain this in depth. This is where I want to draw your attention. Interesting, I heard on the Zoom last night, the founders talk about that a lot of people are still a little bit overwhelmed and confused about all the different real world projects in this ecosystem and all the different types of digital rewards. And if you listen to my enhanced session on Tuesday, I sort of relayed this back to Uber, where keep it simple. Don't go down rabbit holes and look at white papers and tokenomics and all the complexity. You don't need to understand app technology to use an Uber app or make a booking on Airbnb. You don't need to understand all the streaming media technology to watch Netflix. You don't need to understand the streaming technology to listen to a Spotify and listen to your favorite music. So don't get caught up on the technicality, get caught up on why you're in this and what the end objective is. And every single pack, regardless of which one it is, comes with nodes. Remember, the nodes are the printing press. They're the manufacturer of tokens and the distribution methodology to get tokens into circulation. And every node gives you 937.5 tokens, okay? So if we look at the listing price, you can still see that just on the listing price, if it never got any higher than what it goes on the exchange at when it first begins, you're pretty close to getting back everything that you paid above the rebate pool. So even if you didn't talk to a soul, but even just a 10x over a period of 18 months to 2 years, when you finally get access to everything, you can see that you are miles ahead. Like almost a 10 times, a 5 to 10 times on your money. So if you want to keep this really simple, if you think, I just can't handle all this information about, NFT marketplace and academies and clubs and inner health, that's fine. Then just look at it this way. Just do the maths, simple maths. I buy this pack, I get this many nodes, I get this many tokens. I can take a stab in the dark at what the potential price may be, do your own maths, and you can make an informed decision, understanding that it's completely speculative. The price is always market dependent. It's always going to be based on what the market determines. That's what makes it a real token. We've got our Rising Star promo. Every 5K that you have in personal referral volume, you get 2 minting nodes. You get 2 money-making machines, basically, 2 printing presses. Now, we had 3 different periods. We're now in the 3rd period from June 20 to July 1, 2 p.m. UTC time. Okay, so you can earn up to 5 Rising Star shares in addition to the normal shares you can earn. So as a new member, you've got 30 days to earn Rising Star shares, but in addition, you can also earn extra. And every share you get, every $5,000 worth of volume, personally referred, up to 5 shares, gives you these nodes. Okay, and that is 30 days of extra rewards, but it's also 2 nodes that are printing out 937.5 tokens each. And you do the maths on that. That's a pretty good reward. So if you qualify for any, so there are different types of people on this call today. Some of you already have champion pools. People like myself, I've already qualified for all of the available champion pool shares months ago. So if you've already qualified for all the shares, you can't get any more. This is not get more again. Okay. But if you're a new person who hasn't yet got all of your champion pool shares or none at all, so whatever you haven't qualified for, if you achieve any number of champion pool shares between June 22nd and August 16th, you're going to get 2 shares for the normal 1 that you get. So if you get 1 share, you're going to get 2 shares. If you get 4 shares, you're going to get 8. Makes sense? So if you've already qualified, it's not resetting. Okay. It's just basically whatever you haven't qualified for yet, you can get that. If you've already got all the champion shares, this is not relevant to you. But also remember, by qualifying for champion and legend shares, you're also opening up different levels of the business. And I always emphasize in my presentations that what I did in the first Daisy AI project, the first project that we crowdfunded, was my starting base for blockchain sports. And whatever I add on in blockchain sports is my new starting base for the next project launched in Las Vegas on August 17, which starts on September 1. So here's the exciting thing, that basically any unlocked generations that you achieve by the end of August 16th on this project will be carried across for the initial few months of the next project. So you've got a leapfrog. So you've got a little bit of an advantage over other people. That's because you've supported the actual community, you've supported the project, and you get a bit of an edge. If you generate $1 million of volume between June 22nd and August 16th, even if you've already qualified for all the available legend shares, you can get new shares. So unlike the champion shares where you can't get more than what's already normally available, with the legend side of things, every new $1 million of volume you create in this period, you can get additional shares. Okay. So that's pretty exciting. And of course, if you qualify with 5 million in volume in this promotional period, and some of you might be thinking 5 million, oh my God, Michael, how can anybody do that? I can tell you there are people out there who are doing millions of dollars of volume per month. Remember, you're carrying your community from the past project to the next project, next project. So if you stay the course, this is the thing about being actually consistent and persistent and tenacious and staying with the program, you're going to ultimately build a bigger and bigger community. And with each new project, you're going to be further down the track and find it easier to hit the bigger qualifications. But if you do 5 million, there's some special pools that'll be available in the next project that are meant to be really significant. Now, the tokens that we get from these special promotions, for example, like the share of the champion, the 100 million that go to the champions pool and the legends pool. Normally, they have a 36-month lockup period. But the founders have negotiated with blockchain sports that if if, big if we do the 90 million between June 1 and August 16th, they're going to allocate those tokens from a different category of allocation, and that reduces our lockup period by half. So it goes from 36 months to 18 months. That means in 18 months, you're out of jail, in a sense, where your Atlas tokens are out of jail. And you get all the capital gain in the token, and then you can start to liquidate. So that's a great incentive. So let's talk about an action plan. A lot of people find it hard to sustain activity. So I would say to you, if you haven't done a lot to now, or you're feeling a bit like, it's been a bit of a long journey today, reset and sharpen your axe, sharpen your sword, and basically now have some short bursts. What do I mean? From today, 27th of June to July 1, go all out with one objective: to get as much personal referral volume as you can to get the Rising Star pool shares. Why? Because you get free nodes, which equals free tokens, which equals freedom. Okay? Free nodes, free tokens equals freedom. So make that, don't think about beyond July 1. Just think, what can I do? Massive action, 27, 28, 29, 30, and number 1, 5 days. Give me a thumbs up if you can sustain 5 days of activity. Come on, folks, anybody can do that. If your boss said you've got to go all out to get a bonus this month in your job, and you have to put some extra hours in for the next 5 days, would you do it? Most people would. It's not about a job. This is for you doing it for yourself. Then focus on a slightly longer objective, that aim for the champion and legends pool and get a share of that 200 million. Because again, you're getting free tokens, nothing to do with how much money you've got, nothing to do with how many packs you buy or which pack you buy. This is about you only using your mouth, leveraging your line of introduction, leveraging our Zooms, leveraging our videos, leveraging the Zooms by the founders, leveraging your leadership. Some of you have so many resources at your disposal, and all you're coming up with is excuses. As Jeremy said earlier in these slides, you can make history or you can make excuses, but you can't have both. You can't create your freedom if all you're looking for is excuses as to why it's not working for you. Make it work for you. If it's not working for you, get in touch with people in your line of introduction that are making this work, and be humble enough to ask for help and get some guidance. Don't be proud. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be, being broke doesn't help anybody. It's true. Being broke won't get you anywhere. So get your ego out of the way, get your pride out of the way, and ask for help if you're really struggling to get to where you need to go. But you got to show initiative. And this is the way you can do it. A short burst the next 5 days. And then when you finish that 5 days, go again. Set a goal for July and say, okay, I'm going to do a 30-day sprint. I'm going to go all out to July 1. And then from July 1 to July 30, I'm going to do another sprint. And then from August 1 to August 16th, it's the final lap. You run the marathon. You can see the finish line. You can just kick those legs in and do that last little push. During this time, if you don't have the money to upgrade, then get busy earning your referral commissions and use that to upgrade. Or just do everything you possibly can to qualify for free nodes and free tokens. There's lots of options available. And build your community, because the bigger your community, remember, if you've only got basic Founders Pack 1, but you built a community of 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000 people, whatever it is, every time your community is getting their rewards every day on the digital side, every quarter in real life, you're getting an overriding commission if you've qualified. Don't leave money on the table. It makes no sense that you have all the knowledge you need to know how this works and you don't take the time to understand it. You don't seek the help. You don't take the initiative. You don't do the work. When everything is there, your financial situation has zero impact on your success. I'll say that again. Stop using your excuse of how much money you've got as your reason not to succeed in this. That's baloney. That is not an excuse. That's not a valid excuse anymore. Get busy and share this, and you can earn all the rewards between now and August 16th, and then from September 1 for the life of the project. But you only got that window until August 16th, then it's over. It's really weird. My screen has, oh, there we are. Okay, sorry about that. Everything disappeared except me. I'm still here, and you're glad you're still here. So we'll edit that out. Are you excited? I am. Give me some love, folks. I mean, that was a pretty powerful session, don't you think? I hope you got inspired today. You know, I hope that this energy I'm putting out there is contagious. I'm not saying this to hound you. I'm not saying this to make you do anything. You know, it's up to you at the end. You're all adults. You're all adults. You get to decide. But you don't have any excuses. I'm sorry. There is no excuses. You have everything that you need to succeed. The only thing that you need to ensure that happens is a decision, and only you can make that. So on that note, I'm going to let you go. I really appreciate your time, and have a fantastic 5 days. Finish strong. So next time I join you on Monday for our next overview, that'll be a new month. Yep, Monday will be a new month. And you can tell me on Monday whether you had 5 days of excuses or you had 5 days of results. One of them puts money in your pocket. The other one is just going to make you full of regret. You get to decide. It's your decision. Thanks, everyone. We appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you again on Monday. Take care. God bless.